Hello everyone, welcome you all in this session. Myself, Assistant Professor Ripur Gupta from LG School of Law. Today I am going to take the subject of legal theory, in which we are going to discuss on the topic of sociological school of law. So as we know that law does not work in a vacuum. It is not a rigid theory. Law changes with the needs of society. That is the reason why this theory uh, terms as a sociological school of law. It talks about society needs, what society needs as a law. So it says that law does not work in a vacuum, but law change according to the needs of society. What society needs, they will interpret as a law. So if we say example, after independence, we first do one thing to make our own constitution, in which we mention our fundamental rights. That was the need of that time, that society wants their rights. They were deprived their rights since many years. Now at that time society needs their right. So that was the need of society, that society needs rights, society needs duties of a state, that state has to do welfarement of the people. So this is the reason why we have certain laws. So this theory basically says that law is nothing but the societal needs, what society wants to govern them. So if any law which is not accepted by the society, they may thrown away it, because they will not accept it at all, because society has to accept the law that that law will govern them in a good way. That is called sociological school of law. So it says that law is something originated from society needs, because they want it. For another example, we were not believing in intercaste marriages, but now we are allowing LGBT and live-in relationships, because how society changes. So we have to make the changes in the law. So that is the reason why now we are allowing this kind of relationships and this live-in relationship marriage. So this is how the society works with the law. So law is nothing but the needs of society. Law is something which is originated from the society needs and demand. So this is about sociological school of law. This theory says that the law has to cope up with the pace of society. If it is not cope up with the pace of society's need, the law will not work. First example, in Shah Bano case, the Supreme Court announced maintenance to Muslim women, which was a need of society, that deprivation of right of particular women because of their related to particular community, it is against the rights of the people. So this is a need of society. So here it says that law has to be cope up with the needs of society. They have to be with the society, not behind, not they should be supported to the people for their goodness, for their welfarement. This is about sociological school of law. So in this theory, the main propounder of the theory is Roscoe Pound. He supports this theory by his one more concept, that is social engineering. He developed this concept to support his theory by saying that, like an engineer who built a building where we can live happily, the same way government make such a structure of society, but society live very happily in very comfort zone, where they have the laws or the government who govern them according to their wishes, who achieve their desires. So basically he says that what is social engineering? It is says that it is the social engineering is who fulfills the desire, demand and expectation of the people, those who want such a society to live in. So social engineering talks about the highest level of satisfaction, where government made law for the society, but society live with full satisfaction level, that their desires, their demands, their expectation leading to law are fulfilled by the government. The government is doing full welfarement of the people according to their needs, to their comfort zone, because they need such law to govern them. So this is what he propounded through his concept is social engineering, where government make a structure of law where people live happily with full satisfaction of enjoying their laws or enjoying their rights or duties, whatever prescribed by the legal system or the government. This school has less emphasis put in the doctrines of law or the principles of law, like rule of law or separation of power. They are not emphasized on these theories, but they emphasize on one thing, that is a functioning part of law, that whether that law is fulfilling the demand of the people, whether they are, so they make people satisfactory by making this legal system or not, whether society is happy or not. This is all about sociological school of law, that a law or a structure of law, it should be in such a way that people should be happily live in that structure, that they accept every law, every policy and procedure established by the legal system or the government. They should be accepted it. It says that it may happen that sometimes law moves faster than society or society moves faster than law. He says that what is social engineering is that law should cope up with society, that law and society should work hand in hand. They should not move faster from each other. As society changes, the law needs to be changed. That is all about social engineering, because whatever law is, what people wants, that is law. That what people need to live in society, that is law for them. So this should be there in social engineering theory. So by summarizing this theory, we can see that the sociological school of law is looking more on the functional part of law rather than on the abstract one. The abstract can be differ from the functional. As I said, today this will be the law, but tomorrow while executing the law I may face some problem. So here what happens, functional part of law. So we can say when they call demonetization, then they find certain problems in implementing it, then they have to make the changes in the list in system. So this is how, because society needs that change, so you have to change your law. So this talks about functional part of law, how law functions. That is sociological school of law. By making law, by interpreting, by making law, by this abstract of law, you cannot make a law, execute the law. The main law is functional part in society. When you are executing the law in society, whether society is accepting that law or not, this is called sociological school of law or social engineering. That your law must fulfill the desire of the people, that they are accepting this law. That is sociology, because the law that you are making, it is for the people, for their welfare. If they are not happy with the law, they will throw away that particular law. So that functional part called sociological school of law, that any law functions with the needs of the people. If so, yes, that may be the reason. The another may be that people may find difficult to cope up with any new legal system like GST. So they need some time. So that can be done. They can give some time to implement any law. But such law should not be there which are not desirable by the people or who are living in that society. So the law must be accepted by the people. That is called sociological school of law. So this school also says that this school runs by the intelligent human person, not by the experiences that historical school of law or sovereign power, but it with the human experiments or human intelligence, that what human wants. This about sociological school of law, that what actually society needs and how law should function for the people. That is sociological school of law. So now the criticism of this theory. So basically the word social engineering was criticized by many authors by saying that there is a mechanical word which cannot be included in the legal theory. You cannot have this mechanical theory included in the legal theory, because they are differently functions in their own subjects. So we cannot include this mechanical part in the law. And again, he ignores, Roscoe ignores the law, the main law developed function over here. He ignores the Austinian theory, that who make the laws? Society does not make law. Law made by the government. There is sovereign power who has the power to make the law. Yes, they can see from society what they want to make law, but society never makes the law. Then again in this theory, they emphasize on the demands of the people, on the society. Again, this cannot be make any law that what society wants can become a law. It is not the case. we have to see the general aspect and the governor aspect of the society, that whether government wants that particular law or not to govern the society. So this theory has been criticized on these several grounds. So this was a theory of sociological school of law, which talks about, which is the main propounder of this theory is Roscoe Pound, which talks about the societal needs as a legal source of a legal theory. Thank you.